Hi, my name is JeanieFranzRansom, and I am a children's picture book author. Here are some of my babies. Here I have What Do Parents Do When You're Not Home, Grandma You, and What Really Happened to Humpty. Now, I live smack dab in the middle of the country here in St. Louis, Missouri, which means it's really easy for me to get just about anywhere to visit a school. But easy doesn't always mean affordable. I try to keep my fees low enough so that I can have as many schools as possible bring me in, because I think that's really important. But once you tack on airfare or gas mileage, and I do like to drive, by the way, meals, I like to eat, and overnight stay, well, it can be a little bit too much for some schools. So with the changing economic climate and the cutbacks and all that, it's not going to get any better for a while. So we have to all get a little bit more creative in order to connect those kids with those authors, and we do know that is super important. And one of those ways is a virtual school visit. Now with a virtual school visit, you invite me into your classroom, and I invite you into my living room. I do think I'll have to clean a little bit, but you'll be here. You'll be able to see where I write, where I do my work, which is really fun for the kids. You'll meet my four-legged secretaries, Luke and Nemo, and I'll read my books to you. Pretty much can do any presentation or mini lesson that you'll find on my website, and I can tailor things to your needs. If we need props for some interactive stuff with the kids, I'll mail you a list, or I'll mail you the actual props, and we'll just have some fun. Okay, and it's all in a medium that your kids are already very comfortable with, the computer. So if the only thing that's standing between you and bringing an author to your school is the cost of a hotel, airfare, gas mileage, or meals, let's just kick all that right out of the way right now, and let's talk about a virtual school visit. I don't have to travel any farther than from my couch to my desk. I'll sleep in my own bed, and I make my own meals. Very important also, I make my own coffee. And we all know how expensive double tall vanilla lattes are getting to be. And they're very, very necessary for this author. So I invite you to visit my website at www.JeanieFranzRansom.com, and there's an email link there you can click on with your questions and your queries. And I'd love for you to invite me to your school, either in person or virtually. Thank you so much for your time.